US President Donald Trump on Sunday praised Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir, while once again reiterating his claim that he helped stop a conflict between Pakistan and India last year. Trump said his intervention prevented further escalation, a statement that India has consistently rejected. New Delhi has maintained that the claims of US mediation in halting any India-Pakistan conflict are baseless and inaccurate. The remarks come amid renewed political commentary on regional tensions and diplomatic relations in South Asia. US President Donald Trump reiterated his claim on Sunday that he played a key role in preventing a war between India and Pakistan last year, saying he had been fully debriefed on recent diplomatic developments involving Islamabad. In a Truth Social post, Trump praised Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir, calling them very competent leaders and highlighting their role in hosting US-Iran talks aimed at ending a 6-week conflict. In his post, Trump further described both Pakistani leaders as extraordinary men and claimed they continue to thank him for saving 30 to 50 million lives by stopping what he called a horrendous war with India. He added that he always appreciates such remarks, while India has consistently rejected any suggestion of US mediation in de-escalating tensions with Pakistan. US President Donald Trump on Sunday claimed that Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir are very extraordinary men who continue to thank him for saving 30 to 50 million lives in what he described as a horrendous war with India. He said he always appreciates hearing such remarks, adding that the scale of humanity involved is incomprehensible. Trump has repeatedly made similar claims about his role in preventing escalation between India and Pakistan. The brief 3-day conflict began after India carried out strikes on terrorist launch pads inside Pakistani territory on May 7 under Operation Sindoor, following the Pahalgam terror attack. A ceasefire was announced on May 10, but India has consistently maintained that no third-party mediation was involved in ending the hostilities. Talks between the United States and Iran aimed at ending 6 weeks of intense fighting have failed, with both sides blaming each other for the breakdown. The conflict has claimed thousands of lives, disrupted the global economy, and pushed oil prices sharply higher. US Vice President J.D. Vance, who led the American delegation at the Islamabad talks, said the lack of agreement was more damaging for Iran than for the United States, describing the outcome as bad news for Tehran. The failure of negotiations has further heightened uncertainty in the region and raised concerns over prolonged instability. Iran's parliamentary speaker Mohammad Baqir Ghalibaf, who led the Iranian delegation along with Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, blamed the United States for failing to build trust with Tehran, despite what he described as forward-looking initiatives offered by his team during the talks. In a post on X, Ghalibaf said the US has understood Iran's logic and principles, adding that it is now up to Washington to decide whether it can earn Iran's trust. The talks held after a ceasefire announced last Tuesday marked the first direct US-Iran engagement in over a decade. They are also the highest-level discussions between the two sides since the 1979 Islamic Revolution, highlighting the significance of renewed diplomatic contact amid ongoing regional tensions. US Vice President J.D. Vance said Iran had chosen not to accept American terms, including a commitment not to pursue nuclear weapons amid stalled talks aimed at ending the ongoing conflict. US President Donald Trump later reiterated his stance, claiming that Iran is unwilling to give up its nuclear ambitions, while insisting that this remains the only key issue in the negotiations.
Field Marshal Munir, who were both incredible hosts, and whatever shortcomings in the negotiation, it wasn't because of the Pakistanis, who did an amazing job and really tried to help us and the Iranians bridge the gap and get to a deal. We have been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.